homes. We have just heard, literally, I am talking about literally in the last hour or so, we've had the announcement from the Chancellor, Rishi Sunak, who has given us the confirmation that we've all been kind of waiting for. As I mentioned last week, there was a prediction and there was a lot of rumours going around that the stamp duty would be extended. And today we have had that confirmation in the budget that was announced literally about an hour and a half ago. We've had a confirmation that the stamp duty is going to be, the holiday is going to be extended up until the end of June 2021, which is great news. I mean, there's been a lot of kind of worried buyers, worried sellers that we've been dealing with over the last couple of months, really, leading up to this impending deadline that are going to be relieved now. Massive relief for lots of our buyers and sellers and solicitors as well, who are overworked at the moment trying to reach that March deadline. But yeah, great news. So what that means for everyone is anyone who's buying a property has until the end of June, June the 30th, which is a Wednesday, I believe, has until the end of that date to get their sale over the line to kind of benefit from the stamp duty exemption. What that means for all buyers up to £500,000 is that you're not paying anything, and a massive saving on all the sales above that level as well, because you're essentially not paying anything on the portion up to £500,000. For example, one of my vendors I was speaking to today, what that means for them, or their buyer more so, is that the difference between the deadline at the end of March, which was not going to happen, is a saving of £15,000. So, you know, they're looking at that particular house in Gideon Park. It was sold at $630,000. They were looking to pay £21,500 if it went beyond March, which was going to happen. And if it was to happen before that, they were looking at paying £6,000. So a massive saving. The fact that we're going up until the end of June now means that they've made that saving, because that's what's going to happen, if not by the end of March, at sometime in April. So good news like that all across the board. Lots of buyers looking forward to a kind of a stress-free couple of months now. But obviously what that means is it's all going to be pushed down towards the end of June. So great news there, that confirmation is coming, that's what we need. Just to give you guys a quick overview, I'm going to take a look at my notes. There's also been a transitional nil rate up to the was the £125,000 band. That's been increased to £250,000, which will be in place now till September. So what that means for probably a lot of the buyers outside of London and the M25 is for that kind of portion up until 250,000. Again, you're not paying any stamp duty up until September. So for a lot of those first-time buyers at the lower end, also shared ownership. I mean, there's a lot of shared ownership sales that we do. So anything up to 250 now, you've got till September where you're not paying stamp duty. So again, a massive boost to the property market, a massive boost to first-time buyers, essentially, who are able to kind of, with confidence, get onto that ladder now. And the big news, which we weren't really sure was going to happen, is to do with the mortgages. So what we've heard today is that there is going to be a return of the 95% mortgage, which has been virtually non-existent for the best part of a year, especially since COVID hit. The government's basically backing a scheme where they're going to guarantee all the lenders who are offering 95% mortgages to buyers. It's going to be a guaranteed scheme from the government from April of this year. So essentially, all you buyers out there who have been kind of struggling to get your deposit together to buy a house, now's the time, because the lenders are probably, you know, from the 1st of April, going to be rolling out a lot more deals. There are 95% deals out there at the moment, but I would say get in touch with us, get in touch with our mortgage team to look at what deals are kind of coming up, because that's going to be a massive boost to the market. First-time buyers are able to buy properties with a 5% deposit again, which has not been seen for a long time. So good news all around, massive boost to the property market in general. Exciting for us, exciting for all of our buyers and our sellers and clients in general, is that the market is going to see a massive push on now for the next couple of months. I personally think that from tomorrow onwards, our phones are going to be non-stop. I think a lot of our sellers who are thinking about it are going to come back on board. A lot of buyers who are not sure what's going to happen are now really going to kind of press their foot on the pedal and get things done. So really good news. That's the budget overview in terms of the property side of things. Generally speaking, there have been a couple of other kind of key announcements that Rishi Sunak made, which is support for businesses as well. Corporation tax is going to be increased generally from 19% to 25%, but that's only for those businesses kind of reporting profits of over £50,000, which basically means that, you know, a lot of the businesses, the smaller businesses out there, are able to kind of push on without that worry of an increased tax bill in the next couple of years at least. And overall, great news for businesses. Great news that the furlough scheme is going to be extended up until September as well for those who are not able to get into work. So generally really positive news from the Chancellor, really positive news in the property market, and the predictions that we made last week and kind of leading up to this has been proven correct. So good news all around. Looking forward to a busy couple of months now. And again, if you guys need any advice on selling, buying, or letting, on the letting side as well, people are looking at remortgages, now might be the time to do it. So get in touch with us, give us a call, London office, Essex office, drop us an email, and also always you can kind of get us on the social media, so Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. So that's me, that's my update on the Chancellor's announcement on the budget 2021. Have a great week, guys. We've got lots to do. Speak to you later. Bye.